Well, a few of you have commented to me today that I didn't seem particularly nervous in the church, but I am now. I think first and foremost, Jen and I would just like to thank everyone for coming today. Obviously, we hope everyone has a fantastic time, and I think it's fair to say that a number of you have travelled so far to be here today, and I'll just pick out a few highlights. There's certainly not all of them. But I would like to just highlight Peter, who's come from Canada to be here today. I think, if I say Jed and I were really bowled over that you could be here, Peter, so thank you so much. And our friends from Cuba. Who, to be fair, I don't want to disappoint you, but they haven't come from Cuba. But they have come from Cornwall, Devon. But they shared our holiday basically when I proposed to Jen, and it really was, obviously not to his liking, but they really were fantastic. So thank you so much for coming. I'd like to thank also Simon and Tanya. Where are you? Simon really made an impression in Amsterdam. I'm sure he'll be very busy with many people here today, but it's just so nice to get him into trouble. And there are so many reasons why, but not for now. I'd also like to thank John and Valerie, who have come from France, and Billy from Liverpool, who, to be fair, he wasn't going to join us until Thursday, but he's got a very good solicitor, and he did manage to make it all come good in the end. So, thank you, Billy. On a serious note, I'd like to thank Ben and Emma for your reading. Thank you so much. And Anna and Lucy as well. I'd like to thank Lucy and Clark as well. They spent on Wednesday night 5.5 hours digging out pumpkins. And Lucy did mention to me yesterday that she's now dreaming of pumpkins 24/7. So again, thank you so much. I'd also like to pay a traditional thank you to the bridesmaids, who I know in recent weeks have been a huge support to Jen. And it's worth me highlighting the matron of honour, Paula, who, to be fair, has done a really good job. That is worthy of a real round of applause. So, thank you. In terms of my best man, all I can say is, so far, so good. So I'll thank him perhaps tomorrow. On a very serious note, I'd also like to thank Jenny's parents, Martin and Sue, who I met now just over 4 years ago, and I can honestly say from day one were incredibly welcoming, and to be fair, I think are one of the nicest set of people I've ever met. They're just incredibly nice people, and I should also just back up Martin's comments as well with regard to Sue, who's made the wedding cake, which looks fantastic. I think Sue and I share a dry sense of humour, and I know she thinks I'm anemic. But it sort of works somewhere in the middle. But no, they are just the nicest, most genuine people you'd ever wish to meet. And those that know me know I wouldn't say that unless I mean it. And I'd also like to turn my attention to my parents as well. And those that know me quite well know that I'm perhaps not the best at showing feelings and rather stereotypical in that way, I guess. But to me, they have been the best parents anyone could ever wish for, really. And I'm sure in my younger years I did give them a few grey hairs from time to time. But they really are the best parents. And I know if Jenny and I ever do become parents ourselves to anything other than a Labrador, if I do half the job that they've done for me, then it's job done. And on that surprisingly serious and sober note, I shall now pass the microphone to the best man. Who I know, to be fair, most people have been waiting for the speech for some time. So without